This is the rest of that video. I had to make sure I saved my work. And they were going kind of crazy when I got off the phone, or when I paused that recording, so I just wanted to make sure they didn't delete it, and I had to do it over again. Last two things, like I said, I'm going to tell you some of the things that they were saying, and I'm going to show a video before I do that, because I mentioned the Milankovitch cycle, the 25,992 year cycle that Satanists run with the females in my bloodline. This here. Oh, this makes sense. Okay, the blue circles. Oh my goodness, I accidentally left him in court out. Him in court is a motherfucking problem too. They've done a lot of shit with them identities too. But anyhow, the blue represents drug use. The red represents domestic violence. The purple represents those that knew that I'm being attacked by the government. Oh, wait, hold up. So they're informed. You get what I'm saying? And they have no reason to respond in the way that they have. Hold on, one last thing. And meanwhile, I don't fall into none of those categories. Like, I've never done drugs. I tried ecstasy, like, when I was younger. I smoked weed for a short time, but stopped. But when I say drugs, I'm talking about hardcore shit. These motherfuckers do crack, meth, cocaine, motherfucking pills, you name it. Any way they can get high, they doing it. Needles, all kind of shit. And domestic violence, never had it. And this is the type of situation that I'm in the middle of. So when I said that when they see me, this goes, like I said, it's back to that geographical thing. It's not just this neighborhood. When they see me on foot, and they know I'm not supposed to be on foot, I look like I'm not supposed to be on foot, okay? They know what it is. So watch this video real quick while I get something else in order. That is not where that was supposed to start.
And although the Greeks were not anywhere in society before 1000 BC, what our education have given us in these institutions, including the so-called black institutions, is a Greco-Romano and other European type of African background. Concept of theology to explain the theosophy. Was it an experience from a supernatural being coming from outer space, as most of us tend to believe it, a hocus pocus? Was it some god that fly over some part of Egypt and said, come here, and got up on top some hill and passed down a tablet or something? Was it any of that? No. None whatsoever. It was science. The ancient African used science as the foundation for religion. And I guess I should remove the word religion from that. As found in the documents, the ancient Africans in their writing dealt with the first concept of God. The universe and all there is in it. All explanation of the totality. This is the reason we start to talk about the universe in terms of a circle. But the ancient African faith at the center, that thing about which the universe, that became this circle, the universe, was that which contained everything. And the ancient Africans said that within this circle, there are 4 quadrants. They didn't use the word was quadrant as the English word, of course. But in the center of these four quadrants in this circle, there is a centroid axis. And the ancient Africans projected this. And from that projection, and if you carry that to its extent, you will come. There are no. This projection will be equal to that projection. But if you take this, let's take this or take this, and we have this. Let's move this up, and we have that. Let's separate them as one pyramid and another pyramid. The angle doesn't change. It is out of this, I'm sorry, and the projections of this that the ancient, but did this come from Egypt? Not at all. We see this in southern Africa among the Grimaldi. Go to the museum in the New York Museum of Anthropology down there at Central Park West. And you see the Grimaldi doing this. But what is the difference? You still have the point of this intersected point, that intersection point, that intersection is still going to give you, the four quadrants is still going to give you the pyramidal sign. But did we break this down? It is here that the original concept came, that God is the center of the universe. And God, as the ancient called, was Ra. R-A. Why R-A? Translate R-A into English. R will be O-R is equal to this. God sees and commands all that God sees. And that's what the Greeks would call it the mysteries. But the ancient Africans equally went further.
Okay, so some of you may have, and many of you won't be familiar with how man came about. So Ra, these allegorical characters that he's referring to, this is all the beginning of Satan's rule. They're the ones that added a penis into the equation. So prior to that, there was only a feminine power. And of course, you can imagine what happened when. Also, I wish I had a piece of transparency paper with me right now so I could kind of lay it over a map and show you where the center of the universe would be according to them. This is all about land and territory, and you know, they break up the land and they divide the land once they get a child to
create
with.
I said what? A, B, and C.
Okay, and you can imagine none of this is coming out like it's supposed to, but if you look at what I'm saying and kind of do it yourself, you know, it'll make more sense that way. And you'll find that Africa is in the center of the universe, and that's where mitochondrial Eve originates. That's where my bloodline originates from. And, you know, I can't, they will not allow me to talk. This is like attacking my freedom of speech. Before the government made it clear that they were attacking me, I never had a break in my sentences. My thoughts were, I speak it like I think it. And now, when they see the thoughts forming, they break it up and they jumble it up and they won't allow me to speak freely.
And out of that developed A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And all other types of algebraic calculations. And that was the mystery. When the Greeks came to Egypt, as a matter of fact, before they even came, when they were on the island of Samoa, when they had learning from the ancient Africans in lodges established by the ancient Africans, they could not understand this to be logical thing. If you drop a plumb back from here, we saw God here, I would always see Tahuti, the God of measurement and the God of recording every event. There was nothing superfluous to him. There was nothing extraordinary to them. The ancient Africans were so acquainted with their tradition, acquainted what was the ordinary day of life for the common priest. Mathematics was not surprising to them. They had mastered mathematics. And because they master mathematics, they master religion. They master the concept of the human feeling again. Those, the ancient Africans, when they did this, they equally introduced something which the Europeans cannot conceive up to now. They show you the feather of truth, justice. As it's called today, an Ethiopian ostrich feather, again symbolically, like heart soul, the heart soul. And they put an eye here, two eyes, a nose, and a mouth, dealing with the heart. The ancient Greeks couldn't deal with this, and therefore they eventually put the symbol of existence, an arrow. They had to have violence going through that heart, just as they have violence in terms of our love making. Even the lullabies up to now that the present Europeans sing, rockabye baby on the treetop. When the treetop baby, the baby goes drop and break into the and Humpty Dumpty on the wall, get a damn ball and box up.
That is not where that was supposed to start.
And although the Greeks were not anywhere in society.
Okay, in Moore's teaching, they discuss astrology and law, how it goes hand in hand. What you see at the end of that outline is that I had some complex theories, and that's not even, well, you can't even tell that probably from what I drafted. Like I said, I have some paperwork in storage where I was working those concepts out, and that came with shrinking. It was just one of the parts of this project that got compromised, so I'm not going to get into it at all. But you can imagine, the government's lied about Earth's design, and planetary arrangement in general. Imagine these planets that they're talking to you about being none other than layers, like I showed you before. Okay, so similar to this photo right here. Can I blow this up? Why isn't it getting bigger? Normally it gets bigger. So anyhow, yeah. Like I said, history repeats itself. They do the same thing over and over again. But like I said, the theories that I was working on are complex. So, although you see in that outline, that I often talk about the sun being at the core, I have to talk about its position and how it's able to reach all the areas and stuff like that. But anyhow, I kind of wish I would have done it. Underground locations, you all know that's been around for a really long time. Everyone remembers Flat Earth. Or some of you may not remember the Flat Earth theory. And these theories change to kind of shift and push society into whichever direction that they want them to go. Scientific scholars will tell you whatever they want you to believe. But if you look closely at this older photo, I got some interest. Is one on the wall? Nope. I don't even have that old photo of the land. I don't even have the old photo of the land. Oh man, my phone's about to charge. I'm gonna have to pause this video for a little bit. I'm about to talk about the smearing campaign and that other stuff. But when you look at concepts like these, this represents more than one thing. It represents time travel, portals, and parallel reality. You will use the portal, time travel, in order to get to the other space.